You're watching the Wrestling Nerd Broadcast. Now here's your hosts, Tom, Nick, and Dave. It's you, it's me, it's N.R.D. It's you, it's me, it's N.R.D. Uh-huh. Let's start the show.
That is right, ladies and gentlemen. It is you, it is me, it is TND, and welcome to episode 202 of the Wrestling Nerd Broadcast. Thanksgiving is this Thursday, which can only mean one thing. It is the most magical time of the year. It is time for the annual Mable Toys Black Friday sale, which is why we brought our good friend back, Mr. Andrew Martin, Mr. Mable Toys. Andrew, thank you for coming back on the broadcast.
Hey, thanks for having me again. I can't believe it's been a whole year since the last one, but it has, hasn't it?
Good luck on Friday, pal.
Thank you. I'm going to need it, I think. I mean, I do have a lot of skill, but that doesn't matter. We're going to need luck on Friday with all these orders that are going to come in. So,
And I think that, like, based off of what I've seen on the internet, I feel like Hasbro's is just continually becoming more popular again.
Yeah,
like, COVID did a lot of that, but I think after that, like, they're still climbing.
They really are. Yeah, a lot of people do say to me, have you noticed that maybe the pricing on some stuff has gone down, which here and there I do notice it. The 1-2-3 Kid figure mint, at one point I was selling those for $1,000, even $1,200 a couple of years ago. They have gone back to like $800, $900, but that's fine. A lot of the stuff when it's mint, or very close to mint, near mint, it still sells very well. Plus, all of my focus really on it. Well, most of the time, all my focus on it. So, I think for a lot of people, if they're noticing, oh yeah, like I buy and sell, but they also kind of like, they work real jobs, or they, have families and stuff. Kids. I mean, so like. This is what I do, so it's just I don't know. It's kind of I stay on the ball, and now to suggest that they're just as if not more popular, that doesn't have anything to do with price. So yes, you are right about that. The Hasbros have stayed super popular. I have not seen any kind of downtime for that. It's all up. The popularity of the figures, and there's always people looking to start their collections or restart their collections. So yeah.
Do you think it's nostalgia?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, everything I feel like is
like they look cool as hell, but I feel like it's got to be a nostalgia thing.
I feel the same way, but I also think that they're so much cooler than like the newer figures that look like little people. Like they look like the actual person, besides the Bret Hart figures, because as we know, I'm sure a lot of you guys know, or
why is he talking like this? in that, it's a weird pose. But
who's that?
The Bret Hart. He's just like,
oh yeah,
very weird.
You're talking about the Hasbro?
Yes, I was talking about the Hasbros.
Dude, the Hasbro is the weirdest looking figure, but the Mattels. The Mattel Bretts, it's known that like those figures, the head scan is always so bad.
Oh yes, those
they
are.
There's like not a good.
The hair in the face. They try to do all the time.
God,
not
every
pretty. Single time.
There is not one good Bret Hart figure I've seen where I'm like, this is awesome.
Besides the Simpsons figure, that's
the best one.
Do you know, Andrew? Do you know I'm a big Simpsons dweeb?
Oh no.
Like I have Millpool tattooed on my shin where Bart got it written on. Dude, that Bret Hart episode of The Simpsons is.
Yeah, he like buys Mr. Burns' house, or Mr. Burns buys his house or something. Yeah,
it's so good.
It's very good. I was a very, very big Simpsons fan way back in the day. First 8 or 12 seasons or whatever, even episodes in the 13th, 14th season are pretty good. So I don't know if you've ever seen the Spring Shield episode. Like that's a later one that I think is very funny. It's like a Sopranos take on it, where Homer, they become like the cops in town. Like that one's very good.
The show. It's coming back up. Like the last few seasons that I've watched on Disney Plus, are very funny again. And I think it's like the Saturday Night Live effects. SNL was really good and then it wasn't.
Yes.
Simpsons was really good and then it wasn't. And now they're both, I think, got to climb up.
Yeah, well, I think that I made it to like maybe like the 20th season, and I just kind of had to stop with it because at that time I had a DVR, and I remember I would watch like 2 minutes of an episode and then pause it and then come back to it, 2 minutes more, pause it, and it was like, I don't know if I should be doing this. Like, this isn't showing proper respect to the show, and maybe I should just leave it, even though I never ever wanted to do that. Like, I remember there are several shows that I've watched where I've seen the first season and I thought it was great, and I'm like, oh man, I'm all in, and then I see the second season, it's not as good, and now I gotta watch all of them because it's like, 5 seasons later. For example, the Kenny Powers show.
I have no idea who that is.
Eastbound and Down?
Yeah.
Never seen it. I just know the name.
Yeah. The first season is like magical. It's the funniest show ever. And then like the second season I did not like. And they had, I think, 5 seasons, and it was just like, oh man, this feels like a chore. Although the last season was better than the other first or the second, third, and fourth season, I think. Maybe that's just
what show doesn't get old after multiple seasons?
What's that?
The Wrestling Nerd Broadcast.
That's right. No.
That's right, baby.
And how many seasons are you guys in
one.
now?
We're in season one.
It's one season. We don't stop.
So you guys have gone every week for 202 episodes.
Yes.
202 episodes.
In some capacity. Like, I mean, in some form of us three, some combination.
Dave missed one?
I've never missed an episode, pal. I've been on every episode.
You're right, because your wedding.
Even my wedding episode I'm in.
I put that episode together, and that is some of my proudest work.
I'm happy for it. I got more video from you than I did my own videographer, so shout out Tom.
Awesome.
I'll say this: the only time that we didn't have an episode up at 7 a.m. on a Tuesday was when we interviewed Matt Cardona on episode 100, but that's only because he was available at noon. So we all had to like take our lunch break, record with him, and then I just sat in my office at work and edited it right there.
I left class. I was in the middle of class. Look, let me think. I think it was in church history.
Oh, geez.
And I looked at my professor. I said, no.
I have to go to talk to a man who wrestles.
It was my Old Testament Foundations class. And I told her, and she's like a boss. This woman, the professor, is like, she's phenomenal. She's very difficult because she's so smart. And I go to her and I said, Dr. B, I need to leave class early today because I need to go into my basement and interview a very tan and beefy professional wrestler for a podcast I do. And she goes, yeah, of course, Tom, go ahead.
Yes, do you have the homework? Always ready, ma'am.
Did you use those words? A very tan and beefy professional wrestler?
Yes.
Just showed him a picture. Oh, go.
Yeah.
I did. I showed her his Instagram. I go tan, beefy, and
look at his wife if that does anything for you.
Shirtless.
She might be a regular watcher of the show. You never know.
Yeah. Shout out to Tom's Old Testament professor.
I thought you meant Chelsea Green.
Well,
she's not watching the show.
It's like, I don't know.
They both could be. Hi, Chelsea.
Maybe. I mean, her husband was on it, right?
Exactly.
Not the professor.
I mean, she's more than welcome to come on.
Nice. Cool.
But so as we mentioned at the beginning of the show, it is Thanksgiving this Thursday, and we're thankful for all of you for watching this show. So we want to help you. We want, as Andrew mentioned, there's a lot of people rebuilding and recollecting their Hasbro collections. I did that myself starting 2 years ago now. When his Black Friday sale, I found out about it. I stayed up till about like 4 a.m, just kept checking my phone nonstop, panicking. Am I going to lose my place in line? But it was one of the most exciting nights of my life when it came to collecting. I was like, it brought a rush back. So, Andrew, the floor is yours. Please explain your Black Friday sale and how people can rebuild their childhood nostalgic collections.
Yeah. So it's the Black Friday sale. It starts on Thanksgiving night. Just say Friday morning at midnight. So after you eat your Thanksgiving turkey and your dinner, and you hang out with your family. If you can make it at midnight is when the sale starts. So and what we do is it's first come first serve. It's luck of the draw on who gets to DM me first. It's Instagram only. That's Instagram.com/Mable Toys, MableToys. And
Okay, you're doing it.
there it is. Yeah. And then you know, I go over who's in line. I say I'm thinking this year I'm probably just gonna go and take the first order, take the second order, take the third order, take the fourth order, and just see, you know, what I have. As you can see, I don't know if you guys can see behind me, my setup, my Hasbros are all very organized.
I love it.
By series, it's this whole wall back here. So, there's a few new ones on there on the list this year. So it's the biggest sale ever. Let me see if I can find the actual list of the new guys, because
My wife's gonna kill me.
I hear that a lot from people. Yeah. Okay, so and also, so we're not just doing Hasbros. Last year we started with just a few of the WWE retro Mattel figures that are like the Hasbro figures.
Yeah.
I've added a ton more of those. There are so many more of those. Let's just go over that since I'm talking about it first. So you have the ones from last year. I've added Goldberg, John Cena, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash 6, Hogan, NWO, Doink the Clown. Kevin Owens 1 is at $10. Kevin Owens 2 is at $10. Kofi and Woods are at $10. Nakamura is at $10. Daniel Bryan is at $10. Triple H Series 1, $10. At 15 is $15. Sami Zayn, Finn Balor, Steve Austin, The Rock, $20. Kane, Bray, Mankind, Undertaker. Essentially half off prices on these guys.
There are steals in this.
Yes. And then, you know, the ones that I read before, you know, Goldberg was added, Zack Ryder, Braun, Sheik, Warrior, Jeff Hardy, AJ Styles, Sheamus, Dean, Ambrose, Seth, Rollins, and Shawn Michaels, the first Shawn Michaels one that they put out. Those are $5 each.
Wow.
Oh, baby.
Man, can't be spending money like this.
Hey, listen. So what I do, I've realized now. I think why a lot of people like this too is this isn't just for collectors. This is for people who want to buy in bulk and buy cheap and then sell all year. It's sort of feeding the pool of sellers. So a lot of people appreciate that, and I really do build to this all year. It's good for my for lack of a better word, since I don't like to use it, but I'm going to brand. It is good for me too to have this sale, because you know people will follow me, and then throughout the year they'll want more figures from me, etc. But it also is to, you know, in some weird way, I guess, kind of like help out the community, even though, you know, I'm not Mother Teresa here. I'm not, curing cancer or, something like that. But I'm doing it also to help out, which I think people appreciate. So that's cool. Now, do you mind if I go over the Hasbros, the new ones?
By all means.
Do it. This is what this is for.
Awesome. Thank you. So with the Hasbros, I've only added 3 at $20 because I really have a ton covered here. There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. There's like 40 Hasbros on this list, maybe more, that you can get from $1, which is the Brutus figure, starts at $1. The next set are $3, $5. There's a set of figures that are $8 each. $10 each, $15 each, and then I've added to the $20 each a couple big ones. Giant Gonzalez is added at $20. Marty Jannetty Series 10, the Party Marty figure.
Okay, that's the one with the blue trunks, right, where he's on his own.
Yeah, that
Okay.
one normally goes $45-$50. And then Lex Luger as well is $20 at the sale. So yeah, that's where that is. Yeah, so there's a ton of figures available. Yeah, and another thing is that I'm doing WCW Galoobs again this year, which are $3 each. So Series 1 WCW Galoobs are $3 each. Now, if you're doing a smaller order, you have to spend at least $20. Anything below $50, I add $5 shipping to it. And then anything 50 or over is free shipping. So
Okay, that's not bad.
I do know some Jericho is going to buy $20 or 50 or sorry, $20 worth of Brutus Beefcake figures. It'll $5 shipping, but that'll be funny. That'll be a good troll. But I'm kidding. I don't think anybody will do that.
I can't wait to do that.
I've made my list and I've already hit 50.
I know.
So.
I know 3 people that are definitely going to be doing that. Yeah, you guys will be the Brutus Beefcake Hasbro podcast sooner or later. Or
No. I think I already have Brutus. I think I bought Brutus from you the first year. So I was like, $1, throw him in there.
Yeah,
I don't
right.
want Brutus.
Yeah, that's a catch with that one. Everyone's just like, yeah, just throw in a Brutus or 2,
So. Just to ask, for a friend, of course, the ones that these are just for the figure itself, right? None of these come with the accessories, I'm assuming.
Yeah, no accessories with these. Yeah, I'm just kind of keeping it simple. Trying to keep the prices down on them. If anybody does need or want accessories for them, after the sale, we can talk about it, and I'll try to hook that up.
That makes sense.
Yeah. You can always come to me for accessories because I got tons of accessories. So, and I don't sell
they're originals too.
Yes, so. No reproductions. I either throw those away or I keep them in a bag, and I'll, I have a couple people who just want reproductions, and I'll either just kind of give it to them or, figure out something if they want a few of them.
Now, can you tell real, like, if you get like a bag of accessories, can you go through and like instantly know this is real, this is repo, this is
yeah, mostly like trying to think of the ones that are tougher. So like some repros look really good. They look good, but they're like hard as a rock, like the helmets for the Demolition or the hats for the Bushwhacker Series 10. You could literally just kind of squeeze them with your thumb and do this with it, and it'll break turns into dust. That's always funny to me. I guess there's a few tough ones, mostly the ones that are like, I don't know, like even the Boss Man stick I was going to say, or the Mountie stick. It seems like they would be tough ones, but they're not. You can tell by feeling them, and you can just break them. There are some people who make really good reproduction. I had somebody sell me a Hacksaw Jim Duggan figure that was on the card with the bubble slightly lifted up. And they told me, they were like, I think that the flag is reproduction. I don't know, but I think it might be reproduction. And I said, all right, well, that's fine. Just send it over. And I bought it knowing that, but I looked at it and in my head, I'm just kind of like, this does not look through the photo like it. Like, how would this even, the bubbles barely lifted. The best reproduction flag ever.
Wow.
I could totally tell that it was reproduction. I just kind of ripped the package open because what was the point at that point? Yep. Somebody bought it new, took the flag out, then put the reproduction flag in there, resold it.
Weird.
wow.
Yeah.
People are wild with that, putting figures back in the wrong package and shit. But
well, like at the store.
I see them all. I see them in like the
funny ones.
You go to like Walmart clearance aisle or whatever, and there'll be like a Roman Reigns, and it'll have like some just Seth Rollins head and like a leg, like a leg.
Oh, it's so crazy, man.
People just want those Build-A-Figs, man.
I know it.
No, but this is the Black Friday event of the year, folks. Like I said, I have rebuilt my childhood Hasbro collection back from the ground up, from what I had originals to what I wanted as a kid. I treated myself, and you can do it without, you can rebuild your Hasbro collection without your wife wanting to file for divorce before you get married. So that's my words of wisdom to live by.
It's the only day of the year that you can, unless you go crazy and you're like, you spend way too much. But
guess what, guys? It's in the middle of the night. She's just gonna think you're like you can't sleep. No. Meanwhile, I'm just on my phone spending plenty of money that I don't have. But no, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah.
What you do while they're sleeping doesn't count in the real world.
That's right.
As long as it's legal and moral. Let's also set that guideline.
Yes,
murder
yes,
is still murder at the end of the day.
Yes, yeah. Well, it depends. There are some wives and couples that are weird like that. You ever seen that movie with Rodney Dangerfield, Natural Born Killers?
Yes.
Yeah. But I don't think people like that are going to be ordering Hasbros on Black Friday. But whoever does, just to let you know, midnight to 3 a.m. this year, just like last year. That's the time that we're going to be doing it. I'm going to be speeding through the orders. I'm going to have boxes set up and ready like I did last year. I'm going to be picking from these shelves here, and I'm going to try to make this as quick and as easy as possible. I have over the years developed a better way of explaining the sale, I think, through Instagram and the posts about them. So
yep.
I think that, we're down. People kind of know the deal now in a way. There's limited questions now going on. The first time it was really tough, and I got it. I understood because it wasn't all there. Like people were just like, that's why I've got to be like, okay, it's 11:59 and 59 seconds p.m. on Thursday. Be there and text me the next second.
Yep.
To get people to know. And they're like, but wait, what about Saturday? Is it going to be Saturday too? Oh, and then speaking of that, this year it's going from Friday at midnight to Saturday at 12 a.m. So one full day. It's 24 hours. It's a legit Black Friday sale.
Wow.
Just like we used to have in this world.
Wow. We used to be a country.
Yes. When people were stomping on each other's heads for Tickle Me Elmo. That's what this is. So
oh my god.
I'm pleased and happy about it. And I wanted to share that and I appreciate you letting me come on to talk about it.
Of course. And just a funny note about the first one I was involved in, I was like, oh, thank God it wasn't like Wednesday going into Thursday, because Wednesday night is the biggest drinking night of the year. I'm spending it with my in-laws for the first time. I'm polishing off drinks left and right. The amount of figures I would have had after that, I would be like,
I'm partying it up, baby. I'm gonna watch the football game.
I know.
Football.
So something that I'm curious to get your opinion on, Andrew. So obviously we started this broadcast based off our collection of micro brawlers, and I put a post out on our social media the other day in which I said that I feel like micro brawlers has lost its aura for me, because there used to be a time when they would announce a pre-sale or a limited item drop, and I would barricade myself in my office at work to make sure I'm there for when it goes live to get on it. And I haven't had that feeling in a long time. And I literally said the only two figures they could release would be Kona Crush or Doink. And like that's all that would get me excited for it. And so I asked people, I was like, oh, is there, a certain wrestler that they could do within reason? I'm sorry, Nick, you have a question?
No, I have an answer.
Oh.
There's only one. There's only one that could possibly make me do that, and that is
the Department of Education head, Linda McMahon,
yes,
of course.
It's the best in the world, Shane McMahon.
That's what you guys have. Yeah, was that what you said last year too?
Yes, it's exactly what he said. But like okay, everybody,
so, Department of Education, Linda McMahon. That's right. Holy smokes, he didn't say that last year.
I'll say this, but like I asked, I was like, what figure like could they release? Within reason. Obviously, if people have Legends deal them, you need a pro wrestling tee shop, all that good stuff. Who could they release within reason that you would get that feeling for? And there was such a wide array of answers that clearly it's not going to work, because this guy wants Tully Blanchard, this guy wants Magnum TA, I want Doink the Clown and Crush. Somebody wanted a wrestler who we cannot name on this show, otherwise we will get demonetized right away. But let's just say he's a bad man. But yeah, and I'm like, so my question is this: at what point, like, as far as Hasbros go, they eventually stopped with series 10, 11, 12 in that area?
What, the Hasbros?
Yes.
Yeah, Hasbros stopped at 11.
Okay.
Yeah, that's green card is 11.
You eventually have to stop a line, right? Like, because you run out of, they did what, 5 Hulk Hogan's? 4 Hulk Hogan's, something like that. At what point do you end a toy line, do you think? As I do the Tommy DeVito.
So I think that it is a real issue because, the Mattels, which over the last year since I've talked to you, my Mattel collection personally and the stuff that I sell has expanded a whole bunch. It's the same thing. I mean, I don't know when Micro Brawler started. What was it, like 2013 or 2014 or something?
2018, I think.
Oh,
It was like 2018 in that area. Maybe 2017.
2018. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Mattel started they picked up the line in 2010. So, Mattel's been around since 2010. What is it now? 2024, almost 2025. So they've been around almost 15 years. I can't think of any other wrestling toy line that's ever been around for that long or even close. And I mean, dude, they put out the same fucking, the same. Were we not? Should we keep that?
We can curse.
Okay. You can curse all you want.
All right, cool. They put out the same god dang figures.
Whoa.
A Hulk Hogan. Every Legends set has like a Hulk Hogan, which I get it. Like they must have some sort of quota where they need to release freaking 15 Hulk Hogans a year. But it is crazy. It's mass produced. It's annoying, I think. I don't get it, but I at the same time I do get it because they're selling them and whatever. But as for the micro brawlers, when does the line stop? I don't know. The Hasbro stopped because I guess that they just wanted to cut ties with them. I don't know. I feel like, man. Now, I think we talked about this last year. Can you imagine if WCW picked up the Hasbro license?
That would have been amazing.
Just started putting out, Vader as a Hasbro, the same size. I don't even know if they would have done that. They might have tried to do something different, but if they were like smart about it, they would have just like picked up that license and ran with it and put out a
Dennis Rodman.
Oh, dude.
Oh my God.
Rodman, Hasbro, come on.
Sign me up, baby.
That would have been cool. So I don't know. Like, I get what you're saying. I understand, and it does hurt when you love something so much.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, like, you've loved it for so long, and then one thing like about that, something disappoints you for the first time, and then you're like, all right, well, it's just one time. And then there's something else that disappoints you, and you're like, oh man, like I'm starting to not like this as much. And then, you fast forward and all of a sudden you're just jaded and you're done with it. That's how I am sort of about, like, I used to go see tons of the band Fish. Saw so many Fish shows over the last 20 years. And eventually it became, I was disappointed in a show here and there. I barely see them once a year now. So it's like, and I go for nostalgia reasons and I never get back that feeling that I had. Yeah. So that's just comparison. I'm trying to answer your question. When does the toy line end? I don't know. I don't know when to end the toy line. As soon as the toy line stops making money.
Tomorrow.
Maybe, but yeah. Well, that's what you.
I mean, I sold my Micro Brawlers.
It ends tomorrow.
I am out of the Micro Brawler game completely.
Okay.
Like, they're gone. They are no longer in my house. I have Chris Castro and Frank, and that's it. And I only have them because I met them in real life and they were nice to me. Cool. But I'm out. Like, it's not a thing for me anymore. They're cool. I like to look at them. But I can't keep spending money on shit that I don't want and shit that I don't like. Yeah. So for me to buy something now, it's got to be it. Like, if they came out with a Joink the Clown Micro Brawler, sold immediately. A Bailey Micro Brawler, sold.
Holy crap!
What did you say? A baby Micro Brawler?
Bailey.
Oh, Bailey. Okay.
She's my favorite wrestler in the world.
Yeah.
She's better than Ken Omega.
I'd like to point out
they can't come out with WWE guys, right?
I know they can't.
No, I mean, some legends they can, current guys they can't, but like we've gotten Papa Shango's, Macho Man's. It all depends on the Legends deals that they have. Yeah. So
yeah.
Like we've never gotten a Stone Cold or a Hulk Hogan, right. Even though they have PWG stores. But just two things of note: the first Micro Brawler was Colt Cabana in March of 2017.
Okay.
And we are at time of recording, excluding whatever latest crates came out, 475 micro brawlers. We've gotten one before this year started and they went to bi-monthly crates. We got at least one micro brawler every month in the crate, plus random drops they did, waves,
plus a major
pre-orders.
crate and AEW crate and Pro Wrestling Tees crate. Now they have a Danhausen crate. They have all these things have micro brawlers that come in. Here's my theory. Okay, so these micro brawlers started as like a tchotchke item that comes in a crate. Got really popular. Went through the whole micro brawler boom. We had the waves, the surprise drops, the pre-order drops, and whatever. And like Brian Barkin said, that they're not going to do the pre-orders anymore. It's going to only be crates. So I feel like it's gone full circle all the way back to brawlers are just tchotchke items and crates now again.
Yeah,
we got too many. We got too many.
Well, I averaged it out. 475 brawlers divided by 7 years is 67.8 brawlers per year.
That's too many.
That's insane.
67.8?
Yeah, 67.85.
Good Lord.
A year. And imagine all those cost you like $15-$20.
And there's like chases and there's ultra chases.
They're 15 or $20 each, those little.
That's
yeah.
Crate.
So if you spend $20 on a brawler and you're buying it second market, you're not getting the crate. You're spending $1,300 a year if you're getting every brawler.
Damn, dude.
And I've noticed the same thing you said about Hasbros with brawlers. Some of the more expensive brawlers used to go for 3 times what they go for now.
Like X-Pac is going. Well, X-Pac you just can't find.
I mean, X-Pac will still go because it's just so scarce. But
like
$130 a month on brawlers.
It's a lot.
No, thank you.
Yeah. It's just everything like that, collectibles, and it's just mass produced and easy, I guess, to produce now because I guess technology or whatever. I don't know where they come from. Do they come from like China or they?
It's
okay.
Yeah.
So it's like, the Mattel figures too. I mean, really, I kind of realized too that only a few of the Mattel figures are sort of like worth a lot when they're out of the package.
Mm-hmm.
And when you take a Mattel figure, like I have some loose elites, and they're kind of just like there's so many of them, and they're just plastic parts with their clothing on it. Like, when I was a kid, I would get these Hasbro figures, or I don't know. It was to book wrestling matches with my figures, and to have wrestling pay-per-views, my own wrestling pay-per-views.
Yep.
Now it's like they come with all these accessories and like you're having a fashion show.
Hands.
4 sets of hands, dude. Like, okay, I get it. Like, you want you want to have like you want to take Finn Balor's Too Sweet Hand and put it on like some guy who's not in the Bullet Club. That's cool.
I sold all of my AEW figures as well, 68 of them, loose, because I'm a loose collector. And everyone's like, do you have every accessory that came with them? And I'm like, I think so.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going through, like, babe, they're in Ziploc bags with like a part of the case, so I know whose it is. But I'm like, I don't fucking know.
I'll say this: I would display these loose, but like I'm one of those people. I feel bad just throwing stuff out, and I don't want to keep like the accessories. Like I don't need 2 sets of hands. He's doing this motion with his right and left hand already. I don't need to switch the pose.
Right.
It also weirds me out when you have to like take a wrestler's arms off to take like a jacket off of the figure. Because old school me is like playing with my dude, you can't take the arms off. You're gonna break the figure. What are we doing?
I know it. It's so weird, but that's the way it is, and they're mass produced, and they'll never. It seems like they'll never end. It's just crazy. So,
and I just like to say, by no means do I want micro brawlers dead. I'm just saying it's lost that aura for me.
I understand.
Do you think that like 30 years from now that people will collect micro brawlers with the same nostalgia that they collect Hasbros?
No.
I don't think
Yeah,
so
I don't think so.
because there is that loss of like I remember going to Walmart with my papa like and getting a Hasbro. Like I can vividly remember the day going to Walmart or James Way and I got the 2-pack of the Rockers. And I remember playing with it that weekend at my grandpa and grandma's house. And I just like there's that's what I don't think we'll go back like, hey man, remember when we used to get the mail and some people got it before others and we hated it? Like I don't think you're gonna have that really.
Yeah,
No, and I think it because it's not so easily accessible to the general public, it won't be because like you have to be following pro wrestling tees. Micro brawlers are not geared towards children; they're geared towards collectors.
Right.
I don't throw geared towards children because we played with them.
Yeah,
it's rare that I think you're spending $20 on a micro brawler to give to kids to play with. Does it happen? I'm sure it does.
My son likes playing with micro brawlers.
I was gonna say, I'm sure like there's like I think there's like in the group there's a couple guys who like they do unboxings with their kids and it's like their thing to do and like they love the brawlers, but
it's right, great. but also like when I was a kid, like if my mom had like a dough roller out, I would like play with it. You know what I mean? Like just replace that with micro brawler, and it's like the same thing to me.
Like, whoa, what can I do with this box?
Yeah, no, because when you're a kid, you're stimulated by anything. Star. It's the first time when you first see the color blue, you're like, holy smokes! Like I gotta touch this, I gotta feel this, I gotta smell this. Like,
no, I knew from day one. I knew blue.
yeah, you were born.
I wasn't impressed when I saw blue.
True. Well, Tom, let's replace that with green.
I know. I've never seen green. I'm poor.
Okay. All right. When I also think about like it's about the nostalgia. Is that your boy, the Giants?
Tommy DeVito, baby. So Baker Mayfield doing the Tommy DeVito.
I love that. Tommy DeVito, yeah.
It's this. And I don't even know. Awesome. I don't watch the Giants. I'm just Italian from New Jersey. You talk like this.
Well, the best is my brother-in-law, who's basically the full-blooded Italian. He's like, that guy's a wannabe Italian.
Yeah.
Take a fucking walk. Steve doesn't know shit.
I bet you if he would have scored 3 touchdowns and won the game, he would have changed his
team. Can we not fucking talk about football for 1 week?
Yeah, let's stop. Although, sorry, I mean, like, it was a pretty boring game, even though I'm a huge fan of the Buccaneers. It was pretty boring after a while. All right, sorry. All right. Oh, what was I going to say? Okay, so about the Hasbros, like my father used to take me. I imagine this, and I see this situation where, because I don't have kids, but I can imagine it's like this. My father, when he would take me and I would like be like, oh, I want this. And he'd be like shaking his head, seeing like this demolition axe figure and, in that gear, you know what I mean? Like, why does my son like this?
What are you watching?
And now if you fast forward to now, it's like, I imagine the kid being like, why does my dad like this? Like looking at elites, like, no, son, I want to put
get out of my office.
I want to put this set of hands on somebody else. Dad, why are you replacing that Roman Reigns figure's head and returning it?
Dad, why are you just opening up the bubble and taking out that flag, putting in a different flag? Son, don't worry about it.
Guys, did you know? Okay, so I'm sure, of course, you didn't know this was a personal experience, but I got a Lex Luger Legends figure, the NWO Red and Black. I think it was like Legends Series.
Yeah. Legends. There were like 4,000 of those by me.
Right. Oh, they still have them there?
Yeah. Not now, but there was like thousands of them.
Dude, I got one. I had a few of them, and then one of them, the box was pretty beat up, so I just like went to open it so I could like get the NWO shirt and like just sell it like that way, because I figured I'd make some money just selling the NWO shirt.
Yeah.
Open it, and the NWO shirt is printed on a piece of paper.
Oh God!
But I respect the effort that went into the first thing. Like at least they put effort into it. To be like, hey, this is what it is. Like at least it wasn't just like something. Sometimes some of them I'm like, come on, guys.
Yeah, I shared it on my Instagram story.
the people returning it that work at the Walmart can't look at this and be like, what is this?
Yeah, like I know, like that guy could have put a booger in that thing and they was still returning.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like they were still
care.
taking it. But he I shouldn't say he.
Yeah.
They, whoever they were, put the printed NWO shirt in there. And I'm the mark that bought it. I shared it on Instagram, dude. People were hitting me up dying. They were like, "Oh my god, man,
really good."
That's fantastic. Oh,
it was great. It was so good.
Well, at least nobody has to worry about counterfeit productions with the Mable Toys Black Friday sale coming up this weekend. But before we go, we've got a game that we want to play, and it is a blind ranking. So, folks, I've got a list of 5 Hasbro figures. So here's the game. Rank these Hasbro figures without knowing what comes next. All right, is everybody ready?
Yeah.
I need a pen for this, right? And some paper.
Doesn't matter. If you can remember your list of 5.
I might.
Well, maybe
I'm gonna use my phone.
Yeah. Let me.
Can I have 6? Can I have 6? Because obviously Shane McMahon would be number 1, but he's probably not on your list.
No, you get a 1A and then 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
All right. We all ready?
Yeah.
All right. First up, Series 2 Hulk Hogan.
Oh, that's a classic.
The Hulk Rules t-shirt.
Oh, brother.
And that's a nice example. That one looks pretty nice, dude.
This is from my childhood.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Hogan was not over in my company, man.
He was the most over because he's got no.
He's never took a clean. He always took clean pins.
Yeah. Or did you have like the Series 1 or something? Also,
this is the only Hogan I had.
But I had the one that was like this.
I like that one better. So I'm putting that at 4 for me.
I never had that one, but I also am a Hogan mark, so I'm gonna go 3.
Right? I have to tell you what number it is.
Yeah, what number are you gonna put it in? Yeah.
And one is your favorite.
One is your favorite. 5 is the least.
I'm also gonna put it at 4 because
Hogan's a piece of shit. That's why.
The problem, I want to put it at 4 because I know he's gonna have one that I don't like more than that.
Okay.
But
that's why
I'm thinking that. But of course, that is, I think, the only Hasbro that has its own their own action. Like no other Hasbro has that action, right?
I don't think so. Ric Flair has the sleeper, but I think he's more on the side.
Yeah. That Hogan is the only figure that has that specific action. No other Hasbro's do.
Is that like a bear hug action, or is that like a hulking up?
Flexing, babe.
Yeah, Hulkster hug. Yeah. But,
Hulkster hug.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I'm putting that. I'm gonna put Hulk 2.
I'll hug you.
Putting Hulk 2 at 4.
Okay.
Hulkster hug.
All right. Next up, Series 5 Macho Man.
Oh.
2.
That's the turkey macho. For some reason.
Yes, with the wings.
Yeah, turkey mach.
If I put my finger like this, he balances.
I'm saying 2 because I like the colors.
I'm going 2 also.
I'm going 3.
I also bought this from Mable Toys, and it's fantastic condition.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's a good.
Because you either see these jackets all yellowed out, fingers broken.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's like a slight smudge, but other than that, this is perfect.
Perfect.
So.
Yeah, that thing's nice. Good.
All right. We're ready for the next one.
Yep.
I got this last Black Friday. Series 7 Nails.
Oh, Nails.
Damn, man, you really picked some zingers here.
I picked some good ones here.
Yeah. Oh man. See, like now I don't know because
you can't re-rank. You've already picked that spot.
I know. All right, I'm gonna go. God dang it! Oh.
I'm going 5.
I also am going 5 just because I don't really have a connection to nails, and I want the kids to say no to drugs and stay out of jail. So we're going 5.
Man assaulted Vince McMahon.
Yeah, okay, well then 4.
Number 1.
Didn't he?
I want to go to number 4.
Dude, and then he accused like Vince McMahon of like touching his butt or something.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem that far-fetched now, does it?
Yeah.
I'm going 3.
I'm going with 5 because
justice for nails.
We can be persuaded.
I'm going 3.
All right.
Justice for Nails would have been a good tag team with
4.
Sid.
There you go. All right. The fourth one that I have, Series 2 Ultimate Warrior.
Oh, come on.
With very minimal brown nose.
I'm going number 1 for that.
That's a great figure. I have to go 1.
I don't think I had that warrior. I think I had the other warrior too.
You had the jumper warrior or the third one?
The fact that there's just that little brown nose on there for a guy that I played with this figure so much.
The one I got in your childhood?
Yeah, this is my original child. Like you can see the arms like kind of shake.
I got one from there. I think last year or the year before, and literally no nose.
Yeah.
I only have 1 and 5 left, and I'm gonna have to go 5 just because I feel like I'm waiting out for number 1 I don't know.
Can we guess which one it's gonna be?
If it's Doink, I'm never coming back on this show.
So what number does everyone have left then?
I have 1.
I have 2. 2.
So 1, 2, and 5. All right. Last one I have.
Doink
the Clown.
Doink the Clown, number 1, baby.
Fuck off.
Another Black Friday edition from Mable Toys sale.
Tom is gone.
Tom is gone. Oh, cool. Sorry,
he's
Tom.
out of here.
If Tom knew the trend on TikTok, usually you save you either have a really good one or a really bad one at number 5.
Oh my goodness. Oh my! I would have guessed Yoko. I split the bird.
Did we read our list now?
I deleted mine. I'm pissed.
I was gonna tell you guys that I got like 1 micro brawler since the last time I spoke to you, that I got in like a giant bulk thing, but now I'm like, oh shit, they don't like them anymore.
No.
I'm not even gonna talk about it.
You like them? I don't like them.
I better not talk about this now. I got Hayabusa.
Oh, we love
that's a good brawler.
Fantastic brawler.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic brawler. So, of course, folks, let us know how you did a blind ranking in the comments below. Let us know your thoughts on when the micro brawler line should end. If ever, let us know your favorite Hasbro memories. Let us know what you're buying from Mable Toys this Friday. Don't forget, once you eat Thanksgiving dinner Thursday night, you go on Instagram at 11:59 p.m. Miami time, and you message that man with your list of demands, and you can do your own blind ranking with a Doink the Clown with real hair. Fucking terrifying.
That's a beautiful example of that too. That was a nice one.
This is fantastic. The real hair, it's not straightened out or anything. No chip in the paint.
It's human hair.
It might be. So, Andrew, do you have anything left you'd like to plug? By all means, let the world know your social medias and whatnot, if anything.
Yeah, we can do that. Just Instagram.com/Mable Toys, MABLETOYS. And I'm like, I always say that I'm 25/8. That's around the clock and then more. So anytime you want to hit me up, I usually get back to you very quickly. I got it all. I got Mattel's, LJN's, Hasbros, loose Hasbros, MOC Hasbros, new in box stuff. I got a ton of stuff. There's too much to go over, but I got it. I got tons of AEW in box. Everything, man. So anybody who wants to come see me, you know where to find me. It's just Mable Toys, Instagram or Messenger or whatever. I'm around. And also, the Black Friday sale is a very big thing and a big thing for me. So I appreciate you guys having me on very much, always. And for letting me talk about it here today. And I had a lot of fun, as I did last year, and I hope to do next year.
Definitely,
man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so you've heard it here first. Get your money ready. Save up. That direct deposit will hit early because of the holiday. So make sure you check out Mable Toys on Instagram. Make sure you check us out on Instagram, Facebook, X, and all the platforms, social media, Wrestling NRD Broadcast, WNRDB. That's nerd spelled N-R-D. ProWrestlingTees.com. There's a Black Friday sale going on there. ProWrestlingTees.com/The Wrestling NRD Broadcast. Join us on Patreon for as little as $1 a month. You can support the broadcast financially because we're broke. We're broke, baby, because we're spending all this money on Hasbros. So, we need all the money we can get. It's patreon.com/WNRDB. And of course, right here on YouTube, it's the most important one. If you haven't already done so, click subscribe below Tom. It's really easy, it's free, and it really helps us out. So until next time.
Can I sing you out?
Of course you may.
It's you, it's me, it's N.R.D. Let's start the show, or let's end the show. All right, there we go.
Good night, everyone, and God bless America.
One time I went to the mall and I pooped and didn't flush.
Talk about Black Friday.